Yo, what's going on everybody? Codeman's Creations here. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back and I plan on uploading a good little string of videos, starting with this fantasy style archway. A shout out to the guys at Sandspire Castle. Really dope design. Figured I'd do a tutorial over it, just in case you guys are wanting to implement this into any of your builds. It's really not that hard, guys. I know it might look like it's a pretty big and complicated build, but it's really not. I'm going to break it down and explain everything and walk you through the entire build. These are all the blocks you're going to need. A little bit of stone brick, quartz, and then any main block. It's going to be the majority block you use. I'm going to be using mushroom stem, like just for the tutorial sake, so you can see the clear definitions between when I'm using quartz and when I'm using the mushroom stem. But I would probably use a bone block or something to just accent the quartz a little bit better. In this one originally I had built it out of bone block, but like I said, just gonna be using mushroom stem. This would also look good as like a dark theme or like the sandstone, of course. But yeah, it's really not too bad, guys. Again, if you do use bone block, you are gonna have the little end bits. So you gotta watch how you build, but for tutorial sake, I'm going to be using the mushroom stem. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Starting off, you're just going to have your little layout here. It's going to be a 6x5 square. Again, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 5. This is line of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, another side of 6, and then another side of 5. So it is a 6 by 5 rectangle, if you will. And then in between is a run of 23 from this grass block all the way until the other side. It's a run of 23 blocks in between your two rectangles. So just counting it out, it is 23 from this grass block right here all the way until that grass block right there. So a gap of 23 in between your two 6x5 squares. And again, those are just out of your main block, whatever it may be. Once you've got your layout counted out and everything, the first thing we're going to be doing is getting the main structure up with the first two inner towers. Now these are going to be straight lines up 30 blocks. So you're going to be counting out 30 exactly from the first block placed to the last block. I'm starting out on level 4. So obviously it is going to be going up to level 34 because these are 30 blocks long. And you're just going to want to make sure that you're counting these out pretty exactly. Like I said, though, if you have coordinates, once you get your first one down, you can just place them up as far as you need to go. If you are building this in survival, sorry, I don't know the exact block count, but you're going to need quite a bit, probably, mainly your main block. So yeah, these goes up to 34. And of course, everything you do on that side, you have to do on this side as well. I'm going to speed place these, get them down. I already know I'm going up to level 34. And again, these are on the inside. These are your two inside pillars. And they are all 430 blocks long, so it should be looking just like this. After you've done those, we're going to be going through and doing the back two pillars. These are same thing, but they're going to be 37 long. So instead of the 30 blocks long like the ones in the center were, these outside pillars are going to be 37 blocks. I'm just going to speed place these. I know since those were at level 34, these are going to be up to 41. So I'm just placing them up to the coordinate level. But again, each of these are 37 blocks long. I'm not going to try not to cut out a whole lot, guys, just so you guys can follow along, speed up the video, slow it down, whatever you might want to do. So I got those two down, and same thing on the other side. We're going to do two pillars that are both 37 long. I will cut out certain things if they're super taxing, just because I need to watch the length of the videos. I know you guys don't really like to watch super long videos, but trust me, guys, this is a super simple build. I'm breaking it down. I'm doing everything with you. So just stick with it, and you guys can have a super cool, massive fantasy archway in your build. So there we go. We've got all of our beginner pillars. That's the main structure of the build. After that, we're going to be coming through and doing our archway. So the top archway as well as the bottom archway. These are pretty simple. All you really need is some slabs and your main block. So yeah, a little bit of slab and a little bit of main block. You're going to be starting one block down from the top on your 37 pillar with a block and a slab. So again, that was just one block down. You're going to be adding another block on the outside of that with a slab on the top half level with another slab on top of it. After that, you're going to be adding a block to the top slab and then going through and adding a quartz slab on the top half level of it. Add a slab on top of it, a little bit of a pattern there. You're going to be coming through adding your main block, adding another slab on the top half level and a slab on top of it, followed by 2 mushroom blocks or your main block, and then a slab on top of the second and 2 slabs that connect with that slab. After that, you're going to be coming through with your main block and placing 4 blocks. After that, you're going to be adding 2 slabs on top of those outer 2 blocks, and then coming through and adding a slab here with a main block on top, and you're going to do a run of 5. So that is 5 of your main block. You should be lining up in the center of your 23 gap there. Same thing on this side, starting out with the 2. Place your slab, come in here, place slab, slab on top of it. Oop, place your main block right. Oh, sorry. Your main block right there on top of that slab. And then you're coming out with slab again. Slab on top of it. Again, guys, it's the exact same thing as you're doing on that side. You're just coming over and doing it on this side, and they're going to just meet up in the middle. Coming through with a slab on the top portion, slab on top of it, followed by 2 blocks. And again, we're just repeating what we did on the other side. So we're coming through. As you can see, it's matching up. Just, you could verify, make sure that it's matching up. Go through, add another 2 slabs. And you come in with your run of 4. And then there you go. You're just missing 3 slabs. You got to place that one as well as these 2. And bam. That's your top archway. I know it looks a little weird, guys, because I'm using mushroom block. I wanted you to really be able to see the line breaks between the quartz. But when you're using a nicely accented block, it's going to look really good. So that's your top archway. Of course, you'll need to have it on the front and the back. And then now we're going to do the bottom archway as well. So, guys, these really, they're not bad at all. I'm really walking you through all of this. So you stick with it and you'll have it done. So starting off on top of your run of 30, you're going to be placing a slab. Again, this is your inside pillar, your run of 30 now. So you have your slab and then one of your main blocks. Coming through with another slab and a slab on top of it, followed by on the top slab a main block, and then your quartz slab, a double quartz slab, just as you did earlier. Going to be coming through with your main block again, and the quartz slabs, another slab on the bottom portion there, and coming through with the double mushrooms, triple, quadruple mushroom stem, and then after that you're coming through with your slabs once again. Again, you should be meeting up in the middle there with those 3 slabs, and those are stacked on top of each other. Coming back through, same thing on this side. On top of your run of 30, starting out with a slab, and then you're coming in with the block, 2 slabs, adding a block on the top portion, another 2 slabs, coming back with the block, just like that side, guys. Exact same thing. Coming in with your run of 4. And then it meets up like so. So just like that, you've got your 2 main archways set. Once you've got all your archways set, you're going to want to start filling in. So basically you're going to take your main block, you're going to go through and fill in right behind that layer that we have just set with your main block. So all you're doing is basically filling up to the point right until you meet up with the archway there. You can kind of just go through, take your time, fill it up. You don't want there to be really any cracks when it comes to this. You really just want a full face. I'm going to go through here and just fill in this entirely. This is just simple, guys. This is just going to take a bit of time, fill in all the sides, as well as doing your archways on the front and the back. Again, you'll fill in this side, you'll fill in the back, you'll fill in the outside as well. It should all just look like this right here in the front. Of course, to do this, you're going to have your archways done on the front and back. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. So yeah, basically we're just going through here, building the exact same thing. You can rewind the video if needed, but you should be able to just look and base it off of the one that is directly across from it. It is the exact same layout on the top and the bottom. So you're just duplicating the top arch, same as it was, and we're doing the same thing here, just duplicating it exactly, going through, adding our slabs, and it is all the same. So you can go back and rewatch that segment if you need to. If not, just skip ahead. After you've got all that done, again, we're just going through and we're going to be lining those, just kind of setting where we're going to need to fill into, just filling in all the way until you reach your top arch. Once you reach your top arch, you just want to follow the bottom of it and make sure you leave no gaps. You got to watch those slabs because you can end up leaving gaps. So just follow that bottom lining, come all the way down on the other side and do the same thing on the bottom. Just follow the top lining of your bottom. You're just filling it in. You really don't want any unnecessary blocks there, like I just deleted those. Just only fill in what you need to. You don't want any blocks hanging down because we are going to just connect those archways in the middle there. So really pretty simple, guys. Just fill it all in, and I'm going to go ahead and just cut to that point. So yeah, just fill it all in with your main block, and I will see you guys then. Alright guys, at this point you should have the entire thing filled in. There should be no gaps between your arches, and it should all just be a bit of a solid piece. As you can see, I've filled in the back as well as the sides, so it should be basically all filled in. I need to fill in those centers. Make sure you fill in those as well. Coming around here to the outside, I added a little line here. It's just a little 3-line, 1 block down from the top. I added this 3-line. It's just 1 block down to kind of separate it. And then I've taken our arch and I have extended it 1 block inwards. So basically anywhere a block was on that arch, I extended it 1 block in. I left the middle open because we were about to do a design there. But I basically just wanted to kind of bring it together and connect it. So basically just like this slab, and this block. I just, anywhere that there was a block there, I went in and extended it 1 inwards. So it should be a 1 block gap in the middle. You can just leave it open because we're going to be doing stuff there. Same at the bottom. I did it, but I completely filled it in. So all you're doing is just stretching the 2 arches together and filling in the gap with the exact pattern that the arch is. So really pretty simple, guys. Just going through, filling it in, and getting your arches pretty much connected. And yeah, pretty much got a solid part set up right now. The next thing we're going to do is do the top detailing. This is a little bit intricate, but I'm going to be walking you through it, and it's going to be pretty simple. The main things you're going to need are your slabs, your stairs, and your main block. So these 3 blocks is basically all you're going to need. Starting out with this side. Again, these sides are exactly the same, so I'll probably just do one side and then go back. So starting 1 block off from the very edge, you're going to be placing a stair, a block, and then another stair. Those 2 stairs are facing each other, and that is 1 block off the edge. After you have the 2 stairs facing each other, you're going to be adding another stair that is upside down. Again, those 2 blocks were used to just place that stair. So you should have a little 3-way stair set up, and I'm going to be placing a slab on top of it with a block connected to that slab. After that, we're going to be placing a set of 4 mushroom stem, or your main block. And you might have to slow this down a little bit, guys. It can get a little bit weird, but it is a pattern. It is a pattern. So you're going to be adding a stair on top of that block as well as on the side of it, facing opposite directions. You're going to be adding a upside down stair there. Again, it's a bit of a pattern, you'll see here in a sec. Then we have a slab and a block on the back side of that slab. Coming through, you have your top, which is a slab facing in. All the toppers will be facing inwards. And then you can basically come through and you're almost as if you're repeating. So you're adding the 4 set again of your mushroom block on the outside of those 2. So again, that is 4 mushroom blocks, just like so. You're going through adding your stair there with a stair upside down on the back of it. And then again, it is a pattern and it repeats basically almost all the way up. Coming through, you're going to be adding your mushroom stem block, 2 of those, and then your stair on top. That is your topper. Oh, right there. You're at the very top. Yep. Coming through, and just like that, you can see where the pattern starts to repeat. You're going to be adding a upside down stair there, adding your 4 more mushroom blocks, 2 to fill in and then 2 on top, with your stair facing towards the build and 1 away from it, making that little 3-way stair setup as we have done just before. After that, you're going to be coming through and you'll kind of see that it's a bit of a pattern, but it does switch up with slabs and certain things, so just follow this along and slow it down, and you should be able to easily replicate this. So adding 2 more main block with a stair facing in, going to be coming around and adding your set of mushroom blocks again, just another set of 4. Those are always stemming off of the 2 top blocks that you placed previously. Add a stair there, coming through, adding a stair facing towards the build and 1 on the back, just like we had done earlier, adding 2 more with your topper block, just like so. So it's really just a repeating pattern, guys, that differentiates slightly as you go. Alright guys, we're going to keep on going with this. Once you have this little setup, you should have 4 toppers, and we're going to continue from here. So as you can see, we're coming through, and that's all a pattern, but now is when we're going to start switching up. So you're going to delete that 1 stair. You're going to come through and add 2 blocks. So that is deleting that stair that was there and adding these 2 mushroom blocks here. After that, you're going to move forward a single block, break that one, and actually add a slab. So you had broken that block and added a slab there. After that, add a slab to the top half of those 2 you had just placed, as well as 2 more on top of it with a stair, so it should look just like so. You have those 3, you place that slab, and then you created that little topper piece. And that's this is where the pattern starts to switch up a good bit. So I'm going to come through and add 2 and then add a set of 3 just like so. It should meet up right about where that slab was, coming through and adding a quartz slab right on top of it, as well as a mushroom stem coming off of that slab just like so. On top of that mushroom stem, you're going to place 2 more, totaling of 3 mushroom stem, and then coming in with a stair on top of it. So as you can see, it's a steady increase in the topper height, and when I say topper, I mean those top stairs there. So again, that was a set of 3 with a stair on top of it. Coming back down, you're going to place a block at the very bottom right next to that other set, and you're going to be placing 2 more on the right side of it, creating a run of 3 right here, just like so. After that, going to place 1 in the middle with a stair facing in, going to be coming back to that middle block and placing a mushroom block with another 1, so that is 2, with a stair on top of it, on top of those 2 mushroom blocks, with 1 more stair 1 layer lower than that stair was, both facing the same direction. After that, 1 upside down stair just like so, as well as a mushroom stem right on top of it with 1 more mushroom stem, and then your topper piece, which is your stair facing in. After you have those 3 blocks done, come in with a mushroom block on the bottom layer of the 2, go ahead and fill this in, and go ahead and begin your middle section. After that, you're going to add a stair facing the other one with a stair on the back side of it facing the opposite direction. After you have got those 2 sets of stairs, you're going to be doing the same thing, but just basically inverted or upside down, 2 stairs that are facing the opposite direction. Should create a little 4-piece there. After that, you get your another stair that is facing the opposite direction with a piece of mushroom stem just like so. Again, you guys might need to slow this down, but should be reasonable. Adding 2 more stairs there, 1 facing up, 1 facing down, with a backward stair on top of it. After you have those 3 stairs placed, you're going to want to add a slab on the top half of the back of that stair, as well as a double mushroom piece placement on top of that slab. After that, you're going to want to come through with your quartz stairs and add an upside down stair there with a stair facing towards your blocks. Add another block of mushroom stem, and that is the top of your middle piece. We're coming down now on this side and replicating the same thing we had done on that side. So directly on the other side of that slab, you're going to come through with your other 3 stairs, just like we had done there, 1 facing in, 2 facing out. Same thing here. You're going to want to replicate this all the exact same on the other side, guys. You're just going to want to rerun the video, go to the other side of the build, and that will be the final product. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this part, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the other side, and the next part you should have it finished. Like I said, just rewind it, go back, and replicate it exactly as it was, guys. So coming back, this is going to be part 1. Should be about 2 or 3 parts, but yeah, just let me know if you guys have any questions, or if you guys run into any issues while building this, as well as anything I can do to like improve these tutorials. So yeah, I guess I will see you guys in the next video.